Hello everyone, welcome to Ian's Bricks. I'm Ian and today I'm going to be looking at these 5 sets here. Now they're all fairly cheap sets. I bought them all for under £10 here in the UK. Now obviously I'm not expecting that much from these sets and I decided to kind of pick sets which I thought maybe didn't look that good. So I'm going to have a look at each one of these sets to see whether any of them are any good and which of these 5 are the worst. These are the 5 sets and they're all from different themes. I decided to choose what I thought looked the sort of worst sets from each of the different ranges. So we have this dots set here, 41955. It's a stitch on patch. I think this only cost me about £3.50, so it wasn't expensive. But yeah, I'm not expecting a great lot of excitement from this set. We have this city set here, set number 60322. This is a 4+ set, so it's likely to have larger pieces, but no stickers in. This doesn't look too bad actually. I was really struggling to find a city set that looked really bad, but this one only cost me £5, so it wasn't a great deal. That was from Amazon. Down here we have a friend set, another 4+ set. This is 41694. This is kind of like a vet's car. I don't buy any friend sets at all for Lego investment, but this one sort of caught my eye just because again it had a vehicle, and the vehicles tend to be sort of big and chunky and have sort of large pieces in these 4+ sets. We have a Lego video set here. This is 43102, the Candy Mermaid Beatbox. Video has been a complete flop for Lego, and this, I think, recommended retail price for this is £17.99 in the UK. Wowza, I mean, I would never pay that. I think I ended up spending about £8 on this, which was still more than I wanted to. So we're going to have a look at that set as well, see whether it's any good. And finally we have a Disney Frozen set, 43199. This I think cost me around about £7. And so we're going to have a look at all 5 of these, get them all open, see what's inside, and try and find out which of these is the complete dud, the worst of the 5 bad sets. Let's see what we get inside then. Okay, not bad. There's a few pieces in here, but you get lots of these sort of horrible big pieces. This sort of weird bit as well. You even get a brick separator, which I'm actually quite surprised about. There's the instructions. Let's have a look at this and let's get this built. On the back you sort of get this weird dots pattern design here, which you attach on, and when you take it off, this sort of big plastic piece here that comes with the set, that's where you can sort of store all these sort of LP covers or whatever these are supposed to be. I mean, nice idea, but you know, again, what else are you ever going to use this for? It's just, for me, for Lego, you need to be able to use these pieces in other scenarios, and I just don't think you can with this particular set. The main part of the build then is sort of this thing here, which I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It's sort of like a pair of headphones, and you've got the minifigure that fits inside, but you know, this big plastic piece here, you know, what else would you do with these? And this rubber piece as well. I mean, you're never going to be able to use most of these other Lego pieces again really for anything else. Maybe some of the ones at the side and the back, but yeah, it's just sort of a little bit weird. You're supposed to collect all of these and have a row of these things. I really don't know what you're supposed to do with this. It's just very, very odd. I know it goes with the whole of the video thing, and you're supposed to download an app, but apparently it doesn't work very well. You can't, you know, all of the videos that you make stay within the app, so it's not very good, I've been told, and I think this is why Lego are getting rid of it, because it just didn't work in the first place. It just seems an odd thing to sort of roll out and spend a lot of money on. The only redeeming feature with these sets is you get all these printed tiles here, which I have to say some of them aren't that bad. I mean, if ever you were doing like a mock of a record store or something like that, then they would sort of work quite well as sort of some LP covers and things like that. But for this particular set, I know these sort of work with the app as well, but you know, this is the only really redeeming feature about this set. I mean, everything else, I mean, I suppose it looks okay, but it's just, what do you do with it? You can't play with this particularly, and it's just very, very odd altogether. Altogether then, I have to say I wasn't expecting much from this video set, and I have to say I wasn't disappointed. It was everything I expected it to be, which is basically just a load of rubbish. Sorry Lego, but that's my thoughts. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to use it with the app, but I'm not even going to bother trying because I just don't think there's any point. I know it doesn't work. I've seen videos of it not working, and I really can't be bothered. So yeah, so I think for this one, even though it would originally be the highest recommended retail price, £18 for this. No way is this worth £18. Sorry, Lego, not in a million years. Even at £8 or £9, what I spent on this, I'm sort of begrudge paying it really. The only thing I'm left with is some of these sort of little tile things, which are half decent, I suppose. But yeah, altogether, it's still going to be a 3 out of 3 emoji poos for this one. Let's have a look at the friend set then. Okay, so 4 plus, so we get some printed tiles on there. Not a bad amount of Lego, but look at the size of the vehicle piece. Look, I'm aware it's the 4 plus set, but I really don't like these large, sort of chunky things that they do for vehicles. I think it's, yeah, I just don't like them. Anyway, let's get this built. Is it just me, or does anybody else find the heads on these mini dolls just a little bit creepy? They're very, very odd. Really find them quite strange. Here we have the completed set then. As you can see, you get the vet's ambulance here, which is okay, I suppose. It's nothing too special, but yeah, very easy to put together. It just looks a bit blocky and a bit sort of unfinished somehow. Not the greatest thing. You get this tiny side build here, which has got like a baby's bottle and a spare syringe there. You get the small puppy here on a little stretcher. It's literally 4 pieces to make that, and the puppy's quite cute. And you get the 2 mini dolls. Obviously not a fan of mini dolls particularly, but yeah, you get the male one and the girl. Stephanie and Ethan, apparently they're called. I'm a little bit worried about where she's going to stick this thermometer. Poor doggy's up for a surprise, I think, in a moment. Yelp! Altogether then, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not the greatest set, it really isn't. I mean, I just don't like it because I think this just the vehicle doesn't look particularly good. I mean, once it's finished, I mean, the printed pieces on the side are quite nice, but yeah, it's just not great. And, you know, the side builds are neither here nor there. So I think I'm going to have to give this a 2 poo emoji out of 3. Here's the dots stitch on patch set then. What do we get inside? Really small boxes. I'm not expecting an awful lot, and I wasn't disappointed. Okay, that's it. So we literally get some instructions, this sort of rubbery patch thing here, and very small, 2 very small bags of dots. That's very disappointing, the amount of Lego you get with that. Let's get this built. So you don't get too many dots with this, so you get enough to put on the actual patch. It does obviously show you how to sort of stitch, and it does say you need adult supervision. I mean, the fact this doesn't come with even any thread, let alone a needle. I understand why you wouldn't put a needle in here, but certainly there's no thread in there for you to attach it, so you've got to sort of stitch it on yourself. And also then on the back, what they do is they give you some ideas of what you can do, different patterns and things. I mean, none of those to me sort of are particularly exciting. I mean, that's supposed to say oh yay, but yeah, I'm not really getting this, I have to say. I don't think this is particularly good. You can obviously mix and match it with some of the other dots packs that you can get to put little images on there. I've been a little bit naughty and done a rude picture. I know that's not what it's meant to be, but that's what I've decided to do, because I think that's pretty much all it's worth, is doing a little rude picture on there. So for me, I mean, you know, the patch thing, that's literally it. That's all you get. And I think these retail at £4, I think, normally. I mean, these just for me aren't very good at all. I know they're trying to do different things, Lego, but this for me isn't something that's kind of worth anything for me. Anyway, so I don't like this set at all. I think it's a bit of a rip-off, even at the small price that this is. I'm going to have to give this 3 poo emojis out of 3. Lego City Race Car. Right, what do we get? Okay, so there's the booklet. Again, a rather large base for the car. It's not too bad though. 1 bag of pieces. Not a lot of pieces there, but again, you get printed pieces. Right, let's get this one built then. That's it then, that's all done. It's actually not a bad little set, this. I've actually struggled to find anything that I really dislike about this. I suppose the only thing is the base was quite big, but it was fairly easy to put together. Obviously we have this sort of issue with the 4 Plus where you're literally putting in 1 or 2 pieces at a time, and we have these sort of stupid hands on the left hand side, which I have to say I think even a 4-year-old could probably understand, you know, if you could do a little bit better than this. I just think there's better ways of doing it than putting these two stupid hands there. So that's going to mark it down for that. But apart from that, the set itself is actually not too bad. You get two minifigures, which are both quite nice, all printed pieces. You get the sort of turbo on the side, you get the number 8 on the front. The car itself, once it's finished, is quite nice. It's quite a nice little size. It looks okay. You've even got a light on the back there, and you will also get the little trophy as well on a stand that you build. And this sort of little area here with a hammer and a wrench and a spare visor as well. So yeah, I think the only reason I want to have to mark this down is just for these stupid instructions for the 4+ sets. So this is going to get a 1 out of 3 poo emoji. Disney Frozen set. Okay, right, so booklet, weird art piece there. Very weird, whatever that is. Okay, not too bad. Small amount of pieces again. Let's get this one built. One weird thing you can do with this, which tells you on the back of the box, is you can put the head and the body of the mini doll into the sort of upside down dress piece, or that's the dress piece there, and that's the base of the fountain. And you sort of, yeah, have it in there like that. It's just a bit weird. She looks like she's kind of trapped in a suspended animated world for a while. Yeah, a little bit odd. It does tell you can do this on the back of the box. Ever so slightly weird. Not quite sure what that's all about. Here's the set completed then. So you get the mini doll here, which is kind of just the upper part with this sort of weird dress bit here. And then you get this fountain, just a sort of an arch really, with lots of icy things going on. There's kind of a pole on the back, which it doesn't really explain what that's supposed to be for. A little bit weird. So there's the fountain there. And then you have this very sort of weird Olaf snowman figure here on the left hand side, which just looks very odd. So that's a little bit rubbish. And you also get a couple of these nice pieces, duplicate as well, the dual pieces in this rather nice trans blue. So there's a few redeeming features for this set. Not particularly difficult to build, but I wouldn't expect that anyway. Still not a great set though. It's not too bad, so I'll only give this 1 out of 3 on the poo emojis. In reverse order then, so the best of the worst is this city set here, 60322. Actually not a bad little set altogether. 2 minifigures, not a bad little build. Yeah, if you can get this for a £5 like I did, I think this is actually quite a nice little set. In 4th place is this one here. This is the Disney Frozen set, 43199. Not great. The Olaf thing is a bit weird. I'm not a particular fan of mini dolls, but there's actually some okay-ish pieces in this one, so not a complete disaster. In 3rd place out of the 5 is this one, 41694, the Friends sort of vet car, 4+ set, so they're never going to sort of win me over, the 4+ sets. Mini dolls as well, a couple of nice little pieces. The puppy's quite cute, but the Vanad I think is a bit of a letdown. I think that's a bit rubbish. In 2nd place, so surprise surprise, I put this video set. It's still a pretty awful set. What's the number on this one? 43102 I think it says down there you can see. Just the whole fact that none of the video sets worked, and I mean, what is this supposed to be? I don't really get it. So yeah, this is 4th on the list. Still not a very good set at all, but I think the loser in this case, and look, I get this is a very, very cheap set, so there's not a lot you're going to get for £4, but I have to say, this sort of patch thing with the dots, I don't get it. I mean, I suppose you could, if you be below the age of about 10, I think you might want to put this on, but again, this has sort of got an 8+. I mean, for me, I think this would appeal to sort of 5, 6, 7 year olds. So I think once you sort of get to 8, 9, 10, I think this kind of thing is not really going to be of interest to you. So I can't see these catching on. So for me, this is the worst of the 5 sets. If you bought any of these and you like them, please let me know in the comments. But for me, I don't get it. I suppose they're not aimed at 50-year-old blokes, these particular sets. So yeah, I'm afraid this one is going to have to go into the bin. And to be quite honest, I think so is the video as well.